Hi everybody, my name is Koa, and today I'd like to share with you guys what I do for my Dragons B10 and Giants B10. Now, I know there's a lot of different combinations out there, a lot of different possibilities, so I just like to show you what I use, and maybe give you guys an idea of what you can use. So go into Dragons B10. So we have Praha, and she's really good because she removes all of the enemies' buffs, and the Ariel, who heals everyone, gives a AoE heal, and it lasts for 3 turns for everyone. And then we have Annabelle, who who removes the debuffs from my team, as well as hopefully does armor break and stuns enemies. And then of course I have Briand, who that's not Briand, that's Arnold. And of course a lot of people are familiar with Arnold. He has the one shot hit on his third skill, brings distortion, which brings down extortion, which brings down a lot of hit points. And then of course I have Chasun. A lot of people who have Chasun, you'll see her a lot in Arena. And of course, the one thing we hate about Chasun and love about her so much is the fact that her heals do not get disrupted by Heal Disrupt, which is a pain in the ass in Arena, but really good if you have one. So this is the team that I use for actually Giants B10 as well. But we're going to go ahead and start the battle here and show you how well that goes. And unfortunately, I like to auto. I can't auto it completely. I do like a semi-auto, where I put on auto and then I just select certain monsters during certain situations to get them to go into the right direction so that they can win the battle. So go ahead and hit play. So there we go.
So do I get to say anything?
And of course, I have with me my wonderful wife, True Sorry. A lot of people call her True. You've seen her on other YouTube videos on other people's channels.
What other channels?
Was it Jew Bagel or
No.
whatever his name was?
No.
I know somebody gave you a shout out on your YouTube channel.
I think it's Omega Kyrie or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Long time ago.
And then we'll be showing her monsters as well, what she uses for Dragons B10 and Giants B10. And of course, this is a slow process. We might end up fast forwarding through some of this stuff because it does take a while for them to get to the end. I don't have much to say between there and the next 20 minutes. Oh, so here we're going to take out the crystals first. It doesn't really matter which one you take out, left one or right one. But the way my monsters are, I have to take out the crystals first.
And it's mainly because...
Oh, I lost Chasun.
Oh, man. Only because Koa currently does not have, like, maybe the best... like, he's still working on, like, 4-star runes, and some of them are, like...
No, they're all either 5-star or 6-star.
They're 5 stars? Okay.
Yeah, they're just at level 9 to level 12 right now. Some of them are level 15, but only a few of them. It costs a lot of money to...
Yeah.
Fail.
Exactly.
Finally go up 1 point.
Yeah.
Or go up a level. And of course, now we got the dragon. And hopefully I can get the remaining team up to the boss to take out the boss. Because if I lose everyone, it's Ariel who does not... My Ariel is the best one in the group. If he's the last surviving monster, then I have to change tactics. But we'll get to that... when we get there.
Right. Like for example, your Arnold could have more HP.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
And
replaces slot 2 and you can look actually after the run you should show the rune that you have, the setup that you have for each monster, because
Yeah, but they're not that great though.
I know, but people,
no one wants to
but
see that.
they're how they should be though. People
Go
will be interested to see
Annabelle,
it.
stun him, stun him. The nice thing about when the in the dragons B10 and it's all fire mostly, and then some wind. As you can see, they try to trick you by painting the crystals red, but if you look at the individual numbers here, you'll see they're actually yellow, so they're actually wind, not fire. But I believe the dragon is actually a fire dragon. And the nice thing about my team, I have a really strong water team, and Arnold is now being targeted, so he's the tank. But I got 3 healers here to keep him alive, hopefully to keep their attention. So right now my team is going to attack the left crystal here. And if we look at that, it's a poisonous crystal, inflicts continuous damage to all my enemies for 3 turns. And that's why I have Annabelle to remove those continuous damage. And then we have the one on the right crystal. It's immunity crystal, removes all harmful effects from the boss. And you can see right here, the little wings, he's got immunity. So a lot of my dots and stuff aren't going to do anything. Annabelle cannot decrease his defense. So I'm going to go after the left crystal first so that my guys won't get any more damage. And then I'll work on the right crystal.
I was thinking
to get rid of the immunity so that my other my guys who do health disturb with Arnold and the decreasing defense with Annabelle, they can use those skills.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, if I don't get rid of that right crystal, then I can't take advantage of these other characters and what they do. Now, if I lost everyone except for Ariel here, the immunity doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he has immunity because Ariel doesn't do anything other than just straight attack. He doesn't dot or he doesn't put any debuffs on the dragon. So, and since the crystal doesn't attack me, it can stay there. And Ariel can just keep going and going and going and going. And luckily the crystal cannot immune himself, which is nice. So hopefully they'll stay alive here. They're doing pretty good. Kind of sad. Oh, that was close.
One note, I know Koa has the Annabelle. I'm not as fortunate enough to get somebody like Annabelle. So, you can use instead of Annabelle, you can use the water Garuda, which is Konamiya, as a substitute.
Is that what you're using for yours, or are you using something else?
I was for a bit, but then I haven't 6-starred him or anything yet, so I use something else, and I can't remember.
Oh. I'll say, don't say anything yet. When we get to that, we'll look at yours, and then you can tell us more about it. So they almost got that right crystal down. Oh man, this takes forever.
That defense break from Annabelle really does help.
Yeah.
Especially for big guys like that.
Which would be really good too if I just 6-starred my dark battle mammoth. His name is Basalt. He increases everyone. He does AoE buff of increasing everyone's defense, and his 3rd skill is based on his defense. So get a lot of defense on there. And if he was in here right now and he could attack that crystal with the decreased defense, he would do a lot of damage to it right now. But unfortunately, his runes aren't that great, and he probably wouldn't even survive it at this point. But
he might. He has a lot of health. No, it's all defense.
It's mostly health and defense.
Yeah, that's what
Maybe he might survive.
Especially if Annabelle is removing all the negative effects.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we're down to the dragon. That's nice.
The most important part of the dragon is when it gets to health.
Oh, 30%.
30%.
Yeah, it
does more damage.
Yeah, you'll start seeing him do a lot more damage on my guys. But luckily, though, with at least most of my team here, they're taking him down pretty darn quick. So hopefully they can do it. And then Ariel pretty much can solo at this point the dragon all by himself if it's just the dragon. So I'm not too worried at this point. I just want them to get it done quickly. And the dragon probably will kill all of them except for Ariel, but we'll see.
And because the dragon does do 30%, I mean, at 30% or lower health HP, he does, lower than 30%. It does more attack power, more
See, there goes one now.
damage.
There goes Arnold. He's down.
Right, and because of that, a lot of people use dots to take down that last 30% in the dragons.
Yeah, that is another way to do it. But unfortunately, I don't. I mean, I have.
Yeah,
I have one person to do dots.
I don't know if you have any.
What's her name? The fire one. No, not Katarina. The fire girl, the one with the whip.
Oh, Rakasha.
Rakasha.
Oh, she does.
She does dots, but not as much as maybe, let's say, a ninja or an imp or something like that.
Yeah, this is a pretty fast dragon's run. I would say. It's
let's see. Here we go.
I don't know.
What'd I get? Give me something good. Oh, Rainbow Mon. Okay.
Well, you need food right now for your 6-star.
Yeah. Always need food. Always need Rainbow Mons. Okay, so let's go to world map. And then we'll do Giants B10. And we got the same team here. They're actually
Let's do Giants in a different video.
Rearranged differently.
Because you want to go through the runes that you have for it. No?
Oh, I'll do it later.
Oh.
So rearrange them here so you can see that it's the same people. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to use Arnold here because he'll just get his butt kicked. So I'm going to go with Briand. Briand?
Mm-hmm.
Briand?
Briand, I would say. From Game of Thrones.
Briand, yeah, it is
Briand. Her name is Briand.
Yeah, that's a girl.
It's spelled like that, too.
Is it?
This is a she-male.
Now, I'm only switching over to Briand because he's another tanky type person.
Right.
And because he's wind, so he's going to get that little bit of elemental advantage over Arnold there, because Arnold against a water team, he'll probably get wiped out. But that's the thing with HP units, tanks. You want somebody that's at either equal to their attacker as far as elemental. So if their attackers are water, then you want to have your tank water and your support class to be wind. So the water will not attack your support and will go after the tank. If you don't have wind support, go with water support, and then go down to fire for your for your tank. But Arnold doesn't make a very good tank per se, so we're gonna go this route. And I guess it really does depend on what monsters you have available and stuff like that. But it's always a good thing to have, like, the Death Knight, and then have one for each element for different scenarios. Because you're fighting against water. Now I can bring in Briand.
Right.
If I was fighting fire, then I can bring in, or not fire, but if I was doing wind, then I can bring in Arnold.
I mean, I really think, and Koa agrees with me, that
always
a lot of monsters, especially natural 4-stars monsters, can be really good in a lot of situations, but we haven't figured out some of the bad
definitely.
ones, like Fire Syphilid or Water Joker or Water Vampire. A lot of people say, oh, they suck, but then
it really depends on the situation.
Exactly. Maybe somebody hasn't made a YouTube video with them owning something, and they're very situational specific. So
well, I don't think those guys are ever gonna own anything. I don't think they're gonna be powerful enough to really kick some butt. However, if you get them in a right team that complements their skill sets, so let's say his a monster's attack is based on attack speed, then you want monsters that will buff or increase that attack speed to really benefit those skills, and vice versa.
Now, how come the screen does not show up on the computer like last time? I just want to know. You can answer me. Koa
This is not
and
a
me.
technical video.
Typical thing, how we always bicker. Oh.
It's not a tech video. This isn't about how to get
I wanna
MobiZen
know.
working.
I want to know if other people know. Maybe they can help us.
Fine. If you are a MobiZen user, do YouTube videos, if you could let us know how to record on our monitor, because I was trying to do it before and it won't let me record audio. For some reason, when I do it on the computer, it won't let me record audio. The only way I can record audio is to do it off of my smartphone and then record that way. It's the only way I can get audio. It just doesn't work on the computer. So if you can let me know how to figure that out, that would be great. And the audio option, record audio, that option doesn't work. You know, I mean, it's on, and that's why you can hear me now talking, but it doesn't work when I try to record off the computer. So answer your question, no, I don't know. Don't know how to get it to work.
But I remember last time it showed on the screen.
Yes,
right
but it wasn't
there.
recording audio.
Oh, okay, got it.
It records the screen, but it doesn't record audio when we do it on the computer.
Well, I'm trying to think of other things to talk about during this, so that it won't be so boring for people just watching this. Your Dragon's Run seemed to be so much faster than the Giant's Run.
Actually, really? I was thinking the other way around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was thinking actually they're doing pretty good. But then again, the Dragons were fire.
And Koa's
and
Koa's Giant's Run is 100% auto. Yes.
The Giants Run.
Yes,
Yes.
this was the Giants Run, which is 100% auto for you.
100% auto. Which, of course, it took a while to get to this point, and a couple of lucky draws on the summon scrolls. I mean, my first 5-star was Praha. No, it wasn't.
Yes,
was it Praha? And then shortly after, I got Ariel, which was really surprising.
No, you got Annabelle second he got Annabelle from the free event scroll. I was like, oh my gosh, and I summoned it for him too. And then you got Ariel.
Well, still, I just remember kept telling you that I want. Ever since she got me playing this game, I was not really interested in it. But she has an Archangel as well, but she has the Wind one, right?
I have the same.
Oh, is it the Water one as well? Oh, that's right. You do. That's right. You do have the Water one. And I was like, oh.
So Koa goes straight for the Giant.
Yeah.
For the Giants.
So here going straight for the Giants, and I'll show you what Giants B10. The left crystal increases and boosts attack power by 3 for 3 turns. And then the right one decreases the defense of my enemies, which I don't have to worry about too much just because I have Annabelle to remove those. If you don't have someone to remove negative effects, debuffs, then you'll probably will want to take out that right crystal as quickly as possible.
And mainly the reason Brienne is in here is his water guys die like so fast against this water boss because they're equal element, and the water giant just goes straight for his weaker like Praha just died in one hit. And Brienne should be at any moment now be doing his supply skill and bringing back Praha back, but he's not for some reason. I'm hoping he will anytime soon.
Well, I could just pause it and then just do it manually.
There he goes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then prayer. Okay, then heals right away.
Okay, very good, Annabelle. Good job. Good teamwork. Praha, you better. You better. No! Praha!
Oh, no! That's why we want more speed on your Brienne, too.
Now we have to wait for Brienne to reload that skill. Hopefully.
Oh, man, this is going to be...
If everyone's health is too low, because it shares health with the rest of the group, from the rest of the group to revive someone, which is good, because if everyone is full health... But, come on, Chasun.
What can we do now? We go continue with your story now.
What was my story?
Which is how you got your aerial.
Oh, that was just I was saying like, oh, I want an Archangel. Archangel would be so cool. I just want an Archangel. I don't care about any other 5-star monster, 4-star monster. I want an Archangel. I didn't care what element or anything like that. I mean, a light one would be really awesome, but I was like, I don't care. I just want one. And True was like, you're never gonna get one. The odds of you ever getting one is like phenomenal. You're never gonna get one. You're never gonna get one. And then she summons it herself. And then she's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
you got an Archangel.
I remember like I made like from daily missions and stuff. I accumulated on his account like 75 crystals, and I'm like, Koa does not like it when I summon on his account. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna do some arena rivals afterwards and build it back up again.
Trying to be sneaky and
Yeah.
and summon it and replace my crystals.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I was gonna replace his crystals by doing that because he was sleeping already. So I had exactly 75 crystals. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna summon it. I'm just gonna do it 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I summoned it and it was Ariel. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, Koa is lucky. Like, he hardly has spent any money, and like I would say all the rest of his like he fused his Katarina. He got Ariel and Annabelle free, from the event.
Well, I mean, when we first started playing, we were kind of paying for crystals and scrolls in the beginning.
Yeah.
To bolster our people.
But you have really.
But then it's really not worth it, and we spent more money than we should. I mean,
yeah.
$100 is more than you should, and then so we stopped spending money on this game, and now we're just free to play.
And the weird thing is, he got his.
Oh, what a waste! But we made 3,927.
So that's the Giants run. But the weird thing is, you got when you were paying, for the towards whatever for the mystical scrolls, you weren't getting anything, and then when you stopped paying was when you got your natural 5 stars.
Yeah,
which is weird.
So there we got Praha. She's at, what is that? Very, very close to 20,000 HP. Her attack isn't all that great, but for a healer, she does a lot of damage. And her defense isn't only 1,000 defense, and then 139 speed, which isn't great either. And then, of course, her other substats, crit rate and crit damage.
Her runes, maxed out?
So these are the runes that I have. So we've got Blade and Swift runes on her. And the reason why I have the Blade and Swift, well, actually I should say for the Blade for sure, give her speed only so she can go quickly and do her heal a lot faster and get to that so she can keep the group alive.
Yeah.
So then we have attack percent, and more HP percent. And that's why she does a lot of damage for a healer.
I think she does one of her skills is dependent on no, never mind. It's not dependent on anything. Why do we have HP on her? I don't know why we have HP on her.
Just so she can live. Because, she was getting her butt kicked.
Yeah.
Just there. She died like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
So that's why she has the HP. Just to keep her alive.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can go defense, but then there's defense break. There isn't an HP break, so... Yeah.
So much better for later arena and stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
She does how much accuracy does she have?
Her accuracy
52.
So she doesn't have great accuracy, and her resist isn't all that great either.
She should be maybe 10% more, maybe.
I have somebody on here has 100% resistance, and 50% of the time she's still getting stunned, still getting put to sleep, and still getting frozen, and like why do we even have 100% resistance? And even when you have 100% accuracy, you can never seem to get those things to stick.
Because there's still that 15% chance of... even if you have 100%
stupid.
accuracy or 100% resistance.
And, of course, here's my Arnold. And he's not even a great Arnold compared to some of the other people I've seen out there, who do like, 12,000 damage.
Yeah, you want to aim for 40,000 K, 40,000 HP Arnold's, But even then, your Arnold's pretty cool.
And I probably need to get crit rate up
Versus,
and crit damage up. So
what is it, 30,000? Yeah.
So that when he does do his third skill, extortion, he does a lot more damage. And of course, that's damage is stolen is equivalent to HP, his max HP. But it's not how much damage is done. It's just how much damage or how much health he gets back.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the more HP he has will do more damage, or if it's just strictly attack that will give it that damage.
It says right there, baby. It says right there,
No,
equivalent to
it says
30%.
drains life from a target. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
stolen HP is equivalent. Okay, so yeah, he just needs a lot of HP.
And I think a lot of the times, like for example, the reason your Arnold is not 40k right now, I think he could be. It's just it's not maxed out runes.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, it's hard to find 6-star rune with the right percentages and the right stats.
Yeah, like this is like horrible rune in terms of subsets, except for the speed, I guess. But no choice.
Oh, he's a plus 14. Let's try one. Let's try one power up and see if we can do it.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, power up.
Oh
Power
my
up.
goodness.
Power up. Come on, 15. Come on, 15.
Come on.
Ah, you suck. Okay, well.
That was one more time. One more
One more
time.
time.
We're such enablers.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one more time. Come on, 15. Come on, plus 15. Come on. Okay, see, no, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to waste any more money on that. I'm trying to save up.
He's very good with mana. I'm not. I just wasted 520 crystals that I had been saving. Actually, 500 crystals I've been saving up for, during these last couple of weeks' events, and I spent it all on mana, which is something that people tell you not to ever do.
And here's my Annabelle. And we'll look at her. She's got energy, and then of course she's got stun, got the despair runes.
That's
which
a good rune.
The reason why I have stun and despair on her is really to take advantage of her AoE attack, to try and stun a few people at the same time.
Right.
Which can be useful for AoEs, even though they don't necessarily have stun or have any benefit towards stunning, but it's always a good one to have. And then we have attack percent and HP. But I don't think her accuracy.
6 attack percentage on slot.
Her accuracy is not great at all. It's 27%, but she still stuns every once in a while. So I really need to bring up that accuracy to really take advantage of that stun.
You just need to keep an eye out for other 6-star runes with the main stats being the same, but then the subs being like better subs, because a lot of the subs are kind of crappy subs, but we just have to find.
And here's Ariel. I actually used to have.
Time.
I used to have Ariel at 100%, but
unless you're paying money.
I changed a rune to give him more HP, which dropped his resistance down to 93%, which still 93% is actually still pretty good, even though it's not 100%. And so we'll look at.
I haven't seen much difference. I think your Ariel is better than mine. It outlasts longer than mine does on dragons and stuff.
And he's more of a jack of all trades kind of Ariel. How I ruined him because I gave him the guard runes, energy runes, and of course the endure runes. We can look at his stats real quick. So we got HP percent, and then HP percent, and then defense. And let's look at his skills real quick. Attacks with a sword, removing beneficial effects from an enemy with a 75% chance. So that's where the accuracy needs to come in to help remove those beneficial effects, because I really don't take advantage of that. But I don't really need to because I have Praha here, because that's Praha's second skill right here. Predict the future, removes, and then replaces those benefits with dots. So I really don't need to worry about his first skill removing it. That's why I don't have accuracy on him.
For me,
I don't care.
On mine, I kind of rely on it, even though his accuracy is
well,
not high.
yeah. If you don't have someone like Praha to do that, then yes, I can see you wanting to put accuracy on that to try and.
But
take
mine's
advantage of
not
that
high too, like 20, 30s. It's not that high.
And this is third skill. So that's always a nice one to
and
have
I don't know
too.
if you want to bring this up, but
Mm.
this might be too much for one video about how the team synergy and everything. How a lot of times you use, especially in guild wars and stuff, you use Ariel as leader with Annabelle
Right.
being in the team because of the leadership skill that Ariel has that gives a boost to Annabelle's attack power.
Okay, so like give you an example of what she's talking about here. So we look at Ariel, and how I usually pick my teams is okay. So he as a healer or as a leader gives HP boost, and because it's a water or elemental specific, that's where you'll see the most benefits. If it's just in general gives everyone health in all situations, then you're not going to see it at 50%. You're going to see it like around 19% or something like that. But because it's water, he's giving 50%. And so when I throw in Annabelle in on that same team, her third skill here does damage proportional to her max HP. So she's getting a boost that takes advantage of that HP of that leader skill. And that's how I try and set up my my people. Let's see, Tyron. Let's see, does he do anything?
I think
As far as HP, taking advantage of HP, no, not really.
no.
And then
I think she does the resist thing, but I think you should talk about those monsters in another.
yeah, no, I
video.
just wanted to show like you made a good point that you want to make a team that benefits each other, and so that's mostly it's most of my team there. And then of course we can go then and look at True's.
Actually, let's do that another video because this video is getting too long. We can make another.
Okay,
video.
so I'll make a second video. We'll cut this one here, and then we'll make a second video if you want to see True's monsters that she likes to use for her dragons, B10, and giants. Then you can switch over to that video as well. All right, and thank you for joining, and thank you for watching. I hope you found this information useful.
Bye.
And good luck with your dungeons.